This is the G85 4K live cropping video and why you should use it. Take one. Today's video might catch a little bit of flag and I might have some arguments going back and forth in the comment section, but this topic needed to be covered. So one of the features that's given to us in the G85 is a 4K live cropping feature. What I wanted to talk about in this video today is the 4K live cropping feature and why I think it's no good. So recently released a video talking about how to set the function buttons on the Panasonic G85. And one of the viewers of that video asked for me to do a tutorial on the 4K live cropping for the G85. That led me to do a little bit of research as how I would have to do it with the G85. And that's when I found out that the specs were pretty low on it, and that what is going to give you at the end of that is a 1080p file at 30 frames per second with a bit rate of 20 megabits per second. Now, from my understanding, the more megabits per second in the recording file is going to give us, it's going to capture more data and more information. It's going to give us a better picture. So based on that, I believe that the 20 megabytes per second, it's not going to give the same quality. Now, mind you, if you're in a pinch and you don't really have time to edit, you want to have a fast turnaround, this might be to your advantage because it's going to give you a small file size that's able to play back with no problems. And it's also going to be easy to edit as well. So that's one of the benefits to using that. Now, so for those of the people that are interested in using the 4K live cropping feature on the Panasonic G85, if you're not finding it in your menu already, you're going to have to set your camera's dial to the motion picture. And that's the one with the little video camera on top. Once you're in there and you go into the menu, then you're going to unlock the 4K live cropping feature. I believe it shows it when you're in other menus as well. It just might be grayed out and you might not be able to access it. That was the case for myself. It's going to give you an option to set it for 20 seconds or 40 seconds. And you could pick that depending on how long of a clip you want, obviously. So from there, you're going to decide how big you want the frame. And you could adjust the size of the frame by rotating one of the dials. I'm not sure if it's for the aperture or if it's for the shutter speed. It's one of those dials though. And then next, from there, you can set the start point and the end points using the directional arrows on your dial pad. Once that's all set, you're then ready to set record. Wait for it to record for the time duration. And then from there, you can review the footage and repeat the process if you need to. You can also save this as one of your FN features, so you have it for quick access as well, if you're wanting to go that route of using the small file sizes with the 4K live cropping on this feature. But if you were wanting to get the most quality out of your camera, I'm going to suggest that you record in 4K and then take your file and do the keyframing yourself in your editing program. This way you're going to capture more data with the video file that you're using, and then you're going to get a better quality picture. Now, when I first bought this camera, I bought it for using it as a B camera, as a secondary camera, and for filming like behind the scenes footage and stuff like that. And one of the features I found out that was like a bonus was the 4K live cropping feature on this. I had never used it because I was originally using my G85 as a main camera. The G85 had an option on there to shoot 4K live cropping as well, and I was able to use that no problem with good bit rate and everything. So what do you guys think about what it is that I just said? Are you guys using this 4K live cropping feature on your G85? And how often do you use it? Or do you just shoot in 4K and then do the keyframing in post-production yourself? All right, well, let's talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.